Semiconductor classification. There are various types of semiconductor. We have to classify the semiconductor as two types. First one is intrinsic and the second one is extrinsic. So we know about the semiconductor. The resistivity of the semiconductor is lower than the insulator, and also resistivity of the semiconductor is higher than the conductor, and also we can say the conductivity of the semiconductor is higher than insulator but lower than conductor. So the semiconductor can easily passing the electron or current when we apply the heat, and very popular semiconductor is our silicon, germanium, and also gallium, and so on. So now, the what is intrinsic semiconductor? You can see when we are using only 100% pure semiconductor as a electronics material, then this is called the intrinsic semiconductor. So in intrinsic semiconductor, no impurity are added, only the pure semiconductor or 100% pure semiconductor is using as a intrinsic semiconductor. But when we are using some impure material for our good working purpose, this is called extrinsic semiconductor. So why we are using the impure material and why we attach this impure material to semiconductor, this is the very important question. Nowadays when we are making the electronics device, then we have to maintain the very good quality of the electronics device. But when you are using 100% pure semiconductor as a electronics device manufacturer, then there is no chance to get the good quality. When you are using some impurity or impurity materials like trivalent materials or pentavalent atoms, then the impurity is contains okay sorry the impurity is actually remains the very good amount of current flowing when we are using the semiconductor. Suppose this is our 100% pure semiconductor, and when you use some voltage difference between the terminal of the semiconductor, then the flow of electron or flow of current quality is not so good. But when we're using some impure materials, like those are our impure materials, then it can do some work inside the pure semiconductor, then the current or the amount of flow of electron will increase. So when we use the electronics material and the quality of electronic material is not good, then we are using some impure material, so that these impure materials can easily increase the flow of current inside the semiconductor material. So in intrinsic semiconductor is equal actually some impure materials plus the pure semiconductor. So we can say this in extrinsic semiconductor is nothing but is equal the pure or intrinsic semiconductor plus some impure materials. And also the extrinsic semiconductor can be classified by two types. First one is p type and the second type is n type. So what is actually mean by p type and n type? So here the impure material is very important. We are using two types of impure materials, and also we can attach this to our intrinsic semiconductor. The first type is our trivalent material, and the second type is our pentavalent material. So what is trivalent material? The number of electron when is 3, then these three number of electron, if these three number of electron are exist at the outer shell of any atom, this is called trivalent atom. Suppose we have boron, we have aluminum. This boron and aluminum are the trivalent atom, because if you see in boron only 3 electron contains at the outer shell of the boron, and also in aluminum only 3 electrons are containing at the outer shape of the aluminum, outer shell or outer orbit of the aluminum. So this boron and aluminum has 3 electrons at the outer shell. That's why it is called the impure material as well as the trivalent material or trivalent atom. And also we are using some pentavalent material or pentavalent atom. Suppose we have antimony, or we have arsenic atom. So antimony and arsenic has 5 electrons at the outer shell of its atom. That's why they are called as pentavalent atom. When we use trivalent atom as impure material and also add this or attach this to any intrinsic or 100% pure semiconductor, this semiconductor will going to be extrinsic semiconductor, which is not pure, which is one kind of impure semiconductor. And when we are using pentavalent, which is arsenic or antimony, and if we use this semiconductor or use this material to at the intrinsic semiconductor, then it is also called the extrinsic semiconductor. So when we use trivalent as an impure material and attach this to any intrinsic or pure semiconductor, this material is going to call p-type material. And when we are using pentavalent or arsenic or antimony as a impure material and attach this to any intrinsic semiconductor, suppose silicon or germanium, then this material is called as n-type material. So there are actually basic two types of semiconductor, which are intrinsic, extrinsic. Intrinsic is 100% pure, extrinsic is not 100% pure, and also extrinsic is classified into another two categories, which is p-type and n-type. And the future I will discuss about briefly about p-type and n-type material, as well as how it is work. And another thing that I want to share, this is the point of topic of doping. So what is actually doping? When we apply or when we attach any impure material to a pure semiconductor, this system is called doping. So when we use doping system, then it can easily attach the impure material to a pure semiconductor. So extrinsic semiconductor can be classified by two types, but when we want to derive the extrinsic semiconductor from intrinsic semiconductor, we are using the system of doping. So doping is nothing but the attachment or the addition of impure material to a pure silicon or pure semiconductor like extrinsic semiconductor. This system is called our doping. So this is all about our types or classification of silicons or semiconductor. Now I want to share a new thing, that is, if the people who are watching our videos, please like and subscribe our YouTube channel, and also press our bell icon of YouTube channel so that you will get our new videos notification. And also who are working as the engineering sector or the people who are as a engineering student, you can easily visit our website, which is thecrashschool.com. Here we will find the various types of topics which is about the engineering and another engineering sector like electrical, mechanical, and also computer science. And also the people who are watching our videos, please share this hashtag crash school on your social media so that I will directly communicate with you in future. So don't forget to subscribe our channel, press the bell icon, and also use this hashtag crash school on your social media.